Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda Roos and this is Body, Mind, and Soul. So these are the general reads for August 2020. This one is for Aries. So we're going to shuffle up the cards. We are using the Lightseer's deck for the main Celtic cross, and then we have a bunch of little clarifying cards that just kind of pull the reading together. And I've labeled all the videos so that you can kind of understand what the main theme, because this is the energy that's going to be presenting itself for you as an Aries in the month of August for 2020. Now, it is going to resonate with a lot of people, but it probably will not resonate with everybody. But remember that energy is fluid, so it could be you or someone you are directly dealing with, and it is general, so it might not hit for you this month, and it could be just a part of it. Like you're like, yeah, that's part of it, but nah, I don't have that part, which is okay, because there's going to be a message for everybody. And I feel that if you're watching the video, there is something you can take from it, even if it's insight. If it doesn't affect your life specifically, the reason you're hearing it could possibly be to help somebody else in their venture. Okay, that you can say, oh yeah, I was watching a video with such and such, and they were talking about this is what so-and-so was dealing with. This sounds like what you're dealing with. She suggested this. You know, maybe you can pass on insight or wisdom. This is a healing channel. This is not a channel of fortune telling. This is about making you realize the things that you could be doing that are hurting you, what you can do to heal them, the aspects and the energy that's presenting itself, and reassurance. And maybe a common thread's been that people have been holding on to guilt, pain, unforgiveness, bitterness, and they need to release it so that the new cycle can come in for them. And that is a common thread that is going through a lot of the readings. But this one is for you, Aries. Let's see what it has to say. So let's put this deck and get it split up. Lord, we ask for wisdom, clear and understandable protection for the Aries people for August 2020. Lord, give me clear, understandable messages that I could pass on to them for healing, wisdom, and guidance. Thank you for your presence here. Amen. Okay, so your first card for this month is going to be Nine of Pentacles, and that is reaping the rewards of hard work. So this month will probably be a very satisfying or comfortable month for you for energy-wise. Your stability will be there. It's showing rewards from hard work, okay? But this is your situation. So be careful you're not taking too many of the rewards and spending them, because in the tarot, Five of Pentacles is talking about loss, lack, grief, suffering. So because of reaping your rewards, I'm going to see what this Nine of Pentacles, what she says about it, because Mia, sorry, you're going to hear the dog bark here, or the phone ring. Spiritual and material satisfaction, personal achievement, inner peace, milestones met and celebrated, the energy of successful harvest, contentment. Okay, so that is the overall energy of August, okay? The situation is going to be Five of Pentacles. And Five of Pentacles, I think, in this situation is that maybe you're spending too many of the rewards, okay? You have these extra rewards. I know in the one it was like taking the rewards in and reaping them, and then some of it was like you're just going crazy spending and doing things. So be careful that you don't spend too much and then create lack in the month of August. We are going to go into it more deeply. This is your past. This is talking about planting the seed and helping it to grow, but it sounds as like, if it's reversed, that you've had trouble getting things to grow and progress. Like it's a little stagnant. That type of energy could be getting in the way. Let's see what she says. Giving up too early, impatience, losing faith, not following through, frustration. This is the past. Okay, so Aries, this was your past energy. And just being, I think this is impatience, okay? And then your future, which is going into like the fall, is your Ten of Swords in reverse. Mia! Sorry, she's a beagle and she likes to bark at things. Mia! Sorry. All right, Ten of Swords is talking about, normally it's painful endings, but when you have it in reverse with this deck, it's talking about resisting the inevitable, not wanting to let go of negative emotions, rock bottom, a narrative rooted in lack and helplessness, devastating loss or recovery. And I think this is probably this thing I was talking about, where we have to let go of the things that are hurting us, the things that have been a negativity, and we've been holding on to them like they're ours. And it's like you're scared to let go of it, or you're scared to release it, because with that release means you have to move on. And what do you hold on to anymore? And it's always like some of these things that have been so deep rooted have been in our lives for so long. It could be from when we were a child, and it's time to release them. It's time to let go of them, because we're resisting the next cycle because of it. This is what is above. So, Mia. So this lack or this grief, you have what's above is feelings. This is 2 of Cups. This is emotions and love and feelings growing, okay? So this lack could be because of the emotions that you have for this person, and maybe the problem is that you don't have them. There's lack of it, or they're not there, or you don't have it, or it's missing, and that's where you feel the loss, because there are feelings that you have and maybe you can't express them or show them. And this is a fast energy. This is movement quickly, fast energy, things moving in. This is you, which is very, I see this. This came up with the last reading, this 5 of Pentacles with discontentment. This is like, kind of like a pity card, like poor me, and oh, my life is so, it's terrible. You know, she's got her foot in the water. The couple cups are broken. She's got a cup here, and she's not worried about this one. This one's just pouring out. She's got her foot in it, letting it pour out, like, oh, you know. So I think we need to be careful this month not to get caught up in this emotional loss, because it's going to be with everybody. But it seems as though you care about somebody, and what's on top and what you're aware about is that you love this person, or you care for this person, or you have feelings for this person, or a friendship, something's grown. And the problem is, and then it's showing like reaping your rewards, like you're good in your life, but when it comes to lack, I feel it's because you can't have this love, or this thing, or this relationship, or this, and you're sad because it's grief. Okay, this person is not happy. And that's what the above and the below cards, and it's quickly. So things are going to happen quickly in this month, and maybe it's going to show itself, but you're just discontented and you're not happy with it because of it. And this is why the outside is that you've completed a cycle, and that's behind you. So however this is going to unfold, you have reached a milestone, a graduation of sorts, and it's time to start a new cycle. And I think the problem is that you don't want to start this new cycle to a degree. I think you're holding on to that old thing, and you've finished, and it's time to move forward, and you can't move forward because you're not allowing it. This is your card for your hopes and fears, okay? So I feel like this card, don't matter how it is, this is a card of indecision and not knowing what's going to unfold or happen in the future. And I think your fears and hopes are the same thing. You want to know what's going to happen, and the fear is that you don't know what's going to happen. And I feel that it's something that you need to just let go of. And this is going to consume you. This is going to be something, because of this discontentment, because you don't know where things are going, this energy is going to be a little, I feel like it's going to be a little draining on you. But then you have this as your outcome. So your 5 of Pentacles and loss is going to be, the outcome of this situation is going to be Page of Swords. And I want to just let you hear what this is talking about so you can understand, because it's messages usually. Restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things because you have this new cycle, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas, and reasoning, a messenger. So I feel like there's this discontent, but through this, there's going to be new things that you're learning. And maybe you're going to be learning about how to deal with love, how to deal with separation, new cycles, new things coming in. Because this is your card underneath. This is the overall energy, and that's the Strength card. So whatever it is that you're going to be going through, because you have a completion, and I feel like you just don't like the fact that you don't know where things are going, or you love somebody and you don't know if they love you back, or you don't understand what's happening, da 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 da, and you're in a new situation. But this is the card you have. So you have the strength and conservation. So you're not dealing with money. This is relationship. Your focus and your energy is going to be in relationship. Because you have conservation and luxury, but you don't have teamwork. Okay, so you're lacking that, and you want to celebrate, but you're kind of like you're not meshing. Justice is against you, so you might have some karmic things. But then you have Emperor, which is rigid, masculine. So for the masculine energies, I feel like you might have some in the mind type of things, and it's a lot of logic, and you're dealing with emotions. So logic and emotions don't mix. You're not understanding what's happening. And then this is like not knowing. Like Six of Swords is like you're just going on this thing. Yeah, and then you got the Moon card that's in reverse, so it's like things being withheld, and it's emotions, and you don't understand it, illusions. And then you're coming at a Hangman. Hangman is being willing to stop and look at things to understand them. They're like holding you up by the foot, and you're going to think about it, and you're going to be a part of it. So this energy is dealing with emotions, okay? It's feelings. It's how you're dealing with a relationship of some sort. Family, love, friendship, new friendships, even work relationships, like partnerships and things like that, okay? But I feel like it's how you are dealing with it emotionally, and the energy that's presenting itself. You have a lot of, the swords are making me feel like your undecidedness is really frustrating you, because you really want to just know what's going on, and you can't control the situation, okay? And as an Aries, they're fire, and they're very like energetically charged usually, and kind of like they know what they want. I want it now. And if they can't have it, they get very frustrated and impatient when it doesn't come through the way they want. So I think your unknowing and your very logical way of looking at things does not help you when you're dealing with an emotional thing, okay? This is how you feel. So you could be feeling something for somebody too, or feeling a certain way, or feeling hurt, or feeling discontented, and you don't have to deal with it because it's not usually an issue for you, okay? So let's see what the spirit cards have to say to you. This is the Spirit of the Animal Death by Colette Baron Reed. What kind of spirit do the people of the Aries group need to have for this month? What kind of advice or spirit do they need to have for this month of August for Aries? Okay. Take the lead. That's the first one. Let's see what we got. Here's your next one. Spirit has a plan. Okay, so God has something in store for you. Your rebirth is coming. Yeah, this is a common thread. I love this. Everybody's got new stuff coming. We're going into a new energy at the end of this year. So change is always poopish for people, but it's such great things because rebirth and new things happen. And while we're transitioning, guys, you need to be open to this change and heal up the old stuff. We're going into air energy. Here's your next card. Be loyal to what you love. Yeah. Okay, this is emotions. Maybe this is why you're having issues, because you want to just walk away and you can't. It's making you discontented. Owl spirit. You see clearly now. Maybe you made some mistakes, or you realizing something. Surrender now. Ooh, I wonder if you're finally accepting the fact that you care about somebody. Love is all around. Okay, we'll see if there's any other cards, and then we'll go to the next stuff. Yeah, this is love. And you must love somebody or love something, and you have to use your mind wisely. Think on things. Whatever you're creating in your mind, be careful what you're manifesting. There's a lot of earth magic going on right now, which is very open for the spirit world to help you achieve the things. Your world, you're creating it right now because we're going into that new energy. So be careful what you wish for. You might get it. Design your life in your brain and think on what you want, what you really want. Okay, not what everybody wants, what you want. And you might see it magically appear in front of you. And the last card we have is trust the great mystery. You're not supposed to know. That's what it is. That card, that hope and fear, is that don't try to figure it out. Just enjoy it. Love is not figure-outable. I know it's not a word. My son always laughs at me. It's not a figure-outable thing. You have to go with the flow and just let it happen. Because you can't... God is love. You can't control God. God does the most crazy things for the craziest reasons, and it's all for good intentions. So let's see. What do you have for my beautiful people of Aries for the month of August 2020? These are my word cards by Denise Lynn. Sacred Destiny. They're so pretty. I love it. The images. The spirit world uses images. The angels and God and stuff. There's images that they use. Things that they want you to look at. Always pay attention when you're looking at cards or pictures or memories or things or words. What they're saying. What you're drawn to. Because it's giving you a sign. That's your intuition. Okay? So what do we have for Aries? I was talking too much. Aries 2020 for August. Taking risks. Love is a risk in itself. Woo, baby. Take the risk. Get out of your head. Use your heart in the sense of you can have some logic, but you need to balance it. That's that temperance, balance, and the chariot, not being too much or too little, okay? Find it. Do you have another message for my Aries people, Lord? Another message for Aries people for August. Well, it might just be taking risks. I think it's a trust thing. Do you have any messages for them? Any more messages, Lord? Nope, that's it. Taking risks. Look at that beautiful bird. What does that mean to you? Look at the picture. That's all he gave me. It won't even pop. So we've got the Grand Canyon. Could be the desert. You got the eagle flying, the cosmos up there. People, you could be drawn to like dry, or you could feel dry and you need to take a risk. The birds flying. I think it's just in general taking risks with love. You don't know. You're always risking your heart and your life. Open your heart up and let somebody love you. Open your heart and use your mind, but don't forget that there's intuition and there's energy that comes from your soul. That is based on logic and love is based out of your heart space. And logic and rules is based out of your mind. When you mix them together, you find an equilibrium and a homeostasis of harmony. If you live in too much of one or the other, you become rigid or cold, or you become emotional and a psychopath. Okay? So, you know. I know I say things a little weird, but... So what do we got here? What's the energy for this month? Healing. All right, this month you need to heal the things that have hurt you so that you can be open and take those risks. I think that's part of it. You've been hurt or you're scared. Isolation. You might be in isolation and separated from people. Yeah, I think that's part of what it is. You're being separated or being kept from somebody or something, and maybe you're realizing how much you really love something or someone. Moment to moment. That's not knowing the future. Yeah, that's what it's talking about. And not having to know the future. Just take it with a grain of salt, guys. Let's see. Do you have any more cards? Politics. Maybe politics are ruling your life or your things. When I think of politics, I think of he shows as a face, putting a fake like that mask on and a snake. And to me, I would think if there's politics going on, it could be one thing is said, another thing is meant, or that you or somebody else is being sly. Okay? The Fool. That's a new start. This is a new start in the sense of the Fool talks about, see, he's on his voyage. He's not even thinking. He's just doing his trip without even worrying about what the outcome is. That's what I'm getting. You need to just do your thing and stop worrying about where it's going to take you. Oh yeah, inner voice. Yeah, you need to listen. Like, I feel like you're so in here, okay, as a sign too, maybe. And I think that it's telling you, okay, let's pull some of this energy down here and let's look at life through the gut instincts. Don't let everybody that's told you in your mind, you need to do this, check this off, do this, do that, do this, do this. Do something because you feel it. I'm not talking about like the irrational energy. Feel it. What do you feel the core of you is telling you to do or not to do? And then here's another card for you. The Masters. That's considered like Jesus, Gandhi. It's people of knowledge, people who have conquered the stupidity of the world and have passed on good, loving knowledge. So you need to listen to God. You need to listen to the internal person. Whatever faith you do, there's someone that's bigger than you. There's a guru guy, whatever, okay? And I'm going to be a jerk about it. But in every religion, in every faith, there's something higher than you. There's something bigger than you. And there's something better than you. And that's what you need to tune into. And your last card is integration. What did I say? Yin and yang. Balancing the head space with the heart space. That is your goal. Because you, like I said, you're very methodical. You're very in your mind. Like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with these people. And then you go through the emotional stuff and you're like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this. This isn't, there's no answer for this. There's no logic for this. Love has no logic. Emotions have no logic. How you feel for somebody that you're not supposed to love and you love them, isn't that frustrating? That's what it's about. All right, so what message do we have? So we got choices and Tower. So the Tower in reverse is talking about avoiding change. And the other one is talking about choices, but there's so many choices and you're overthinking things so much that you're making yourself crazy, okay? So my advice for you, I don't even need to read the book. This is what I'm feeling. So you have choices. Stop thinking about them until you want to rip your face off. Use your intuition and go with your gut instinct, okay? This one is the Tower. The Tower talks about a fast, chaotic, forced change, collapse, fall, because you won't do it. Because yours was in reverse. So you are avoiding it. You are staying away from it. You are avoiding something that needs to calm down. And the universe is going to do it to you. Okay? So you're resisting the change. Your resisting of what's going on is hindering you from keeping the next thing. This is choices. Stop trying to figure how you're going to do it and overthinking everything. Go inside, say your prayer to God, and tell him you need help making the right decision. Show me what I need to do. Help me to feel confident and bring about the things. I give this to you. I'm asking for your wisdom because something needs to change and I need to decide on something, but I don't want to. Help me to make the right choice so this Tower moment or this new transformation that you're giving me is productive. So there you go. So this month, it looks as though you have some new experiences in life, changes in the sense of emotional dealings, feelings, things of that sort. So I would say it's time to go internal and ask yourself, what is best for me? What is best for the things that I really want? Do I really love that person? Do I really want that business? Do I really feel uncomfortable with this thing that's happening? I don't know what your situation is, but you need to follow your gut instinct and stop going by what everybody has told you or what your ego mind is telling you. If you have to go against the grain, then you have to go against the grain. But you need to follow what you feel. And this isn't any irrational thing, guys. You have to go for what you feel is right for you. And you're going to have to deal with the crap if it's not exactly what everybody else wants. But that's not what I think the problem is. I think it's you that you're fighting with, not somebody else. So guys, this is your monthly reading. If this helped you or it resonated, please hit that like button. If it didn't, that's fine. Hit the not like button. Then I know it didn't really hit for you. If you like the stuff you're watching, definitely subscribe to the channel because it'll let you know when new things come out. And I do a monthly reading, but then I do little, piddly things, and I do extra little readings for you guys. So have a great week and enjoy this month, and we'll see you soon.